So the Modern Warfare 3 beta on PC comes out today, and Lords of the Fallen comes out in like 2 more days. So if I want to play both of them at the bare minimum, that's going to cost about like $130, $140. And if I want to buy the really expensive Call of Duty version, then it's going to shoot that way higher. Why does money have to be bad? Hello and welcome back to the channel. And just really quick, I want to apologize for not uploading for the past week. In my past few videos, I've occasionally mentioned that my upload schedule might be kind of sporadic going into like the next, few weeks to a month from here. One, because I'm moving, so, that's going to take time out of being able to play video games or whatever. But there's also a few other things happening, which I'll get into in a little bit. But if you would like to show your support in these trying times, then liking this video and subscribing to the channel would be very much appreciated. My past few videos that I've made have garnered a lot more attention than I thought they would. So yeah, just any support shown my way would be very much appreciated. But yeah, I'm here today on Plutonium for Modern Warfare 3, which if you don't know what Plutonium is, it's basically one of those modded PC clients for older Call of Duty games, kind of like North Star for Titanfall 2. And for Call of Duty, there's like multiple clients that people use. There's this one, and there was another one a while ago called SM2, I believe it was called. That was the really famous one that got cease and desisted by Activision. And thankfully, nothing has happened to Plutonium yet. There were specific reasons people were getting into about why SM2 specifically got hit, but yeah, thankfully Plutonium is not gotten hit by anything yet. And I believe it works for Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, and World at War. There might be another one I'm forgetting there, but yeah, for all those games, they seem to be fine. I figured it would be topical to play Modern Warfare 3, the old Modern Warfare 3, since the new Modern Warfare 3 is coming out in like a month or so, and the beta is going to be going on this weekend. By the time this video goes out, I'll probably have made my decision on whether or not I'm going to buy Modern Warfare 3, because I really want to play Lords of the Fallen 2. The game looks so cool. I'll probably just end up making a poor financial decision and buying both, but we'll see. Also, since Terminal is not going to be in the beta, from what I remember, I figured I might as well play it on this video on the old version, so I won't get tired of the maps that I do play. So for this, I actually have a thing set up so where I can play against bots. Add 17 bots, so there's 18 players in total, and this might get a bit loud, so for that I apologize. Also, I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, even though I usually play this game on controller. Oh man, this game feels so weird to play on a mouse and keyboard. I was playing Black Ops 2 Zombies earlier just to test it out on Plutonium, and for some reason, I don't know whether it's just because the game is slightly newer in comparison to this, but this game feels really weird to play on a mouse and keyboard. Oh no. Also, I love for the bots they use the text chat. I think that's hilarious. But yeah, Modern Warfare 3, the new Modern Warfare 3, is coming out in about a month, and the beta is going to be going on. I'll probably be playing that at some point on the channel. I'll probably stream it if I do play it. God, this game is so chaotic. God, those old noises. Oh my god, I got an AC-130. Holy shit. Granted, I'm fighting bots, so that's not really that impressive, I guess, but still. Oh, there we go. But yeah, to my surprise, and I feel like to a lot of people's surprise, Modern Warfare 3, apart from a few outlying issues, is actually seeming to be a vast improvement and just generally overall a good game. The gameplay is faster. You don't get penalized for all the movement stuff that you do in the game. Apart from some of the maps that are not that good. Modern Warfare 2, while having some amazing maps, was also known for some really bad maps. For every high-rise and terminal, there's always like an estate or some other obscure map that I can't even remember the name of. So, apart from the yearly, hype cycle for Call of Duty and people getting kind of tired of that, which happens every single year, by the way. You know, Call of Duty has always had its problems, and, you know, sometimes it's worse some years than others. But, you know, part of the reason people put up with, you know, Call of Duty's shit is because, you know, there's not really a game like Call of Duty. I've mentioned it before, but, you know, there's some, like, faux competitors like Battlefield and Halo, but I've mentioned it before that those aren't really the same type of game. You know, they're not Respawn arcade shooters. So, you know, Call of Duty has never had any type of major competition in that regard. So, you know, people who like this type of thing and these types of settings only really have one type of game series they can play. And again, it's not like every single Call of Duty, despite, you know, the issues that it has, it's not like every single one ever that has been made has been like shit tier awful. In fact, some Call of Duties are regarded as some of the best games ever made. You know, things like Modern Warfare 2, despite its problems, and Black Ops 2 come to mind. Speaking of which, before I switch topics, I think Modern Warfare 3 is overall going to be a way better game than Modern Warfare 2, simply by virtue of the fact that every single thing that was wrong with Modern Warfare 2, which was mostly like the movement and just the overall feel of like the game in general, you know, that is being addressed completely in Modern Warfare 3. That's kind of the point of it. Of course, the whole thing, the whole conversation of, you know, it being basically a $70 update to Modern Warfare 2 is not only a valid complaint, but also probably accurate, because there's no other reason I could see that, you know, bundles and weapons transferring over to the next game is even possible, because they've never done that before, and they've never had any reason to do that. Oh, look, that we won. I was over here looking for another map to play, and I just, you know, Black Ops 1, 2, and Modern Warfare 3 were like the first time I ever actually played Call of Duty games, and that was when I had like really bad internet as a kid. I like lived in the middle of nowhere, so I never actually played the multiplayer of those games all that often. I was more so like the person who played the campaign and the zombies whenever it was in those games. But man, looking at these maps, it's crazy how much of these maps, one, how many DLC maps there are, and how much of them I never played. But let's go ahead and play a map that is going to be in the beta for Modern Warfare 3. I believe this is going to be in the beta. I may be super wrong, as I am with most things. And let's play something stupid like Drop Zone. I thought this was Hardpoint, but it's not. Hardpoint is not in this game, which I completely forgot about. But yeah, overall, Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer seems like it's going to be pretty fun for people who really like Call of Duty. You know, it's more akin to the classic Call of Duties where, you know, they're more arcadey. They're not as serious about being realistic like Infinity Ward games are. And kudos to Sledgehammer. You know, again, despite Call of Duty's problems and Sledgehammer's problems, they seem to Sledgehammer is the developer out of the three of them that seem to be the most open to feedback and changing their games. Let's run something stupid like an LMG. Oh my god, look how slow you move. Just keep holding the trigger. I'll kill them eventually. But yeah, on the multiplayer front of things, you know, everything seems to be, you know, looking pretty good for Call of Duty this year. And the interesting thing is that all the Warzone changes that are coming also seem pretty good, but they're not directly replacing the, you know, the like character and perk system with the Modern Warfare 3 one. However, they are going to integrate aspects of the Modern Warfare 3 perks and stuff into Warzone, along with, you know, the new map and whatnot, which seems really cool. It's very akin to Verdansk for people who really like that. And I never played Verdansk. I never played Warzone up until Modern Warfare 2 came out. So granted, not like I ever played it that much to begin with anyways, but yeah, I never really had that much of an attachment to Verdansk as like a map. Although I would like, I've heard that, you know, just from other people that Verdansk also had its issues, but people like to, you know, I guess look back at it with rose-tinted glasses despite those issues. But, you know, if you said that Verdansk was a better map than Al Mazrah, I don't think I would be, you know, able to dispute that, because I think for the most part that's probably still correct, even just visually. That bot just picked up a booby-trapped care package. That's hilarious. Well, Last Stand in this game? Can I revive him? No. Okay, well, that's what you get for using Last Stand. I can't see anything. Oh my god. Oh my god. This bot is destroying everybody with this EC-130. Also, all the bot names are like just letters of the alphabet, and I forgot that you can actually go in the file and change them if you wanted to. I should have done that beforehand. It would have been hilarious, but alas, I forgot. Because I'm so good at doing this. I love how wholesome and like old style gamer this bot chat is. It's so much more tame compared to what people would actually be saying if this were happening. Oh, but yeah, speaking of alternatives to Call of Duty and the fact that it has like no competition whatsoever, XDefiant recently had a official, I don't know, like blog update or like just post come out, and sadly it was not of good news. So it was recently rumored that the game was going to come out on October 17th, but that was never official. I believe that was just leaked. But yeah, that date was never official, and I think there was like another rumor going around that it was going to come out on the 28th of October. In my last video, I was talking about how people were really wanting XDefiant to come out before Call of Duty, mainly because I guess people didn't think that... Oh, I'm a juggernaut now. Oh, this is actually pain. I should not have done this. Or hopefully I get murdered immediately because this is actually pain. But yeah, I think it was also rumored that the game is going to come out on the 28th, which I don't know if that was also like a rumor or where that came from. But yeah, a message came out like a day or two ago that XDefiant has been delayed. There was no date given specifically onto when it was going to be delayed because they never gave any official release date regarding the game anyways, but... Am I being shot at by an AC-130? What is happening? Yes, I am. Alright, well. Oh my god, I can finally move now. Which is funny considering the fact that I was complaining about how slow it was at the beginning of the game. Alright, he'll die eventually. Alright, well that was just unlucky. But yeah, XDefiant has been seemingly delayed indefinitely. And a lot of people are, you know, they mentioned in the blog post that, you know, the recent tests that they did revealed some issues that they want to iron out beforehand, you know, yada yada. Everybody wants the game to be as good as it possibly can be when it does come out. And I do agree with that sentiment. But people are also assuming that they also don't want to release at the same time as Call of Duty. So they're probably either going to release right before it or a little bit afterwards, which I feel like the latter would probably be more beneficial to the game. You know, if Modern Warfare 3 does have issues or it just drops off in popularity after a month or two, which it usually does just because that's how Call of Duty usually goes, but... How am I alive? How am I alive? I completely forgot what I was talking about, but yeah, people are assuming that the game's probably going to take a little bit longer to come out. Probably at some point after Modern Warfare 3 is already out. So at the very least, they can capitalize on the, you know, potential, you know, drop off in player numbers that, you know, Call of Duty always has. You know, depending on the year, that's for different reasons. But yeah, that does suck that XDefiant couldn't capitalize on that, you know, release window, but, you know, I would rather have the game come out, you know, as polished as it possibly can be. So, you know, using this gun, I'm like shooting it and then I'm noticing how much the reticle is bouncing around. And one thing about Modern Warfare 3 that is actually also really good, I forgot to mention, is that the visual recoil on the guns and, you know, the muzzles, smoke and all that from Modern Warfare 2 has been like toned down exponentially. I remember playing Modern Warfare 2 for the first time and like seeing that and being like, oh, this is kind of jarring visually. It makes it hard to see things, but you know, Modern Warfare 3 seems to have toned that down a lot, which is appreciated. Man, seeing kill cams from the boss is always weird because it always looks like they're like aimbotting at, you know, either you or the enemy. But I mean, I guess I suppose they are because, you know, they are bots. But seeing their aim just like slowly glide to where they're shooting and then having the gun, like the aim not like bounce around when they shoot is hilarious. But yeah, before I go, one last thing. I remember I mentioned at the beginning of the video that there were multiple reasons as to why my uploads have been inconsistent lately. You know, one of them being that I'm moving at the end of this month. It's October, right? Yeah, it's October. Yeah, at the end of this month, I'm going to be moving. So that's going to take a, you know, time out of my day to do that. But the other reason, it's super annoying and it's like 100% my fault, but God, this is so, is because I have to study again and retake the written test for my driver's license. You know, if there's one thing you have to know about me, if you don't know anything about me or this channel or whatever, is that I'm basically a overgrown man-child, and you know, things like being told what to do and having to do all these prerequisite things just to do the things that I want always annoys the shit out of me. You know, so having to study to take a test is really annoying because I was never good at it in school. I was never good at school generally, but a while ago I went to take my written test for my driver's license, and I actually passed on my first try, mostly because I got lucky. Even though I studied, none of the questions that I studied were on my version of the test, so that was very scary, but I still passed. So I was very happy when that happened. And then I was an idiot and I waited too long to go take my actual driving test, and my permit expired, which means that in order to renew my permit, I have to go through the entire process again, which means that I have to retake the written test again, which means I have to study for it again because I forgot literally everything about it. So I believe the last time I took like a really long break from YouTube was also because of that. It was either play video games and make videos or study so I can get my driver's license. And even though it took me a while, I decided to take a break from playing video games and making videos and do that, and I eventually did do it, which was surprising. But then I waited too long to actually go take the driving test, so now I have to do it all over again. So moving and then also having to study for my tests again, it's gonna take some time away from making videos and whatnot. Now to try and combat that, I might be streaming more often. I haven't decided yet, but there might be more streams than videos in like the next month or so on this channel. So I mean, if you're a fan of that, I guess you kind of, that's good for you, I guess. But yeah, I'm sad that XDefiant got delayed again for seemingly indefinitely this time. Again, they're probably gonna wait until after Modern Warfare 3 comes out and is out for like a month or so. But yeah, overall, Modern Warfare 3, despite some issues, seems to be a pretty decent game. Although I kind of wish it wasn't $70, but you can't win them all, I guess. But yeah, I think that's gonna do it for me for today. If you enjoyed this video and want to help support the channel, then leaving a like and subscribing to the channel would be very much appreciated. But yeah, I'm gonna go edit this video and then probably make very poor financial decisions. So later. Keep me alive, the melody, the flow.